Welcome to MSN Digit Maths. I am S. Shubha, Assistant Professor, Department of Mathematics from Madurai Sivakasi Nada's Pioneer Meenakshi Women's College, Puvandi. Here is the learning resource for abstract algebra. Let us start with the definition of groups and its examples. First, we see the definition of groups. To define a group, we need a non-empty set G together with a binary operation star, which is from G cross G to G. Binary operation means if you take two elements A, B belongs to G, then A star B is also an element in G. This star and G together form a group if the following conditions are satisfied. The first condition is the binary operation star is associative, that is A star B star C equal to A star B star C for all A, B, C belongs to G. The second condition is there exists an element E belongs to G which satisfies the condition A star E equal to E star A equal to A for all A belongs to G. That element E is called the identity element of G. And then the third condition is for any element A which is in G, we are going to find another element A dash which satisfies the condition A star A dash equal to A dash star A equal to E. That A dash is called the inverse of A. A non-empty set G together with a star which satisfies these three conditions, we name G comma star is a group. Example 1. The first one is the very simplest example, that is Z is a group under usual addition. Z is the set of all integers. It contains both positive and negative integer values. Here we define the binary operation star as usual addition. Now we are going to check this Z is a group or not. First condition, we are going to check the usual addition becomes a binary operation or not. For this, let me take two elements A, B belongs to Z. Then automatically A and B are integers. Then A plus B. We take two integers and we are going to add this integer. Then A plus B is also an integer. Therefore, A plus B belongs to Z. Therefore, our usual addition becomes a binary operation defined on Z. Next condition, associative. For this, we have to take three elements. A, B, C belongs to Z. The associative property becomes A plus B plus C equal to A plus B plus C. Here we are using addition of three integers. It is clearly a associative property. This plus satisfies the associative property. Next, third one, identity. We are going to find the identity element in Z. Let me take A belongs to Z. Now our aim is to find an element E which satisfies the condition A plus E equal to E plus A equal to A. Here A plus 0 equal to 0 plus A equal to A. Therefore, that E becomes 0. That 0 also belongs to Z. Then E equal to 0 is the identity element in Z. And then the fourth property, inverse. Let us take A belongs to Z. Here also I am going to find an element A dash which satisfies the condition A plus A dash equal to A dash plus A equal to E, that is equal to 0. Then A plus minus A equal to minus A plus A equal to 0. This minus A is the inverse of A. Therefore, for any element A belongs to Z, there exists an inverse element minus A. Therefore, Z comma plus satisfies the four conditions. Hence, Z comma plus is a group. Similarly, we can also prove that Q, that is set of all rational numbers, and the R, the set of all real numbers, they are also grouped under usual addition. Example 2. C is a group under usual addition. C is the set of all complex numbers, that is set of all A plus IB such that A comma B belongs to R. We are going to prove this C is a group under usual addition. First condition, closure. Let me take two complex numbers x comma y. Then we name it as x is equal to a plus ib, y is equal to c plus id, where the coefficients a, b, c, d all r belongs to r, that is set of our real numbers. Then x plus y, which is equal to a plus ib plus c plus id, equal to a plus c plus I into b plus d. Here a plus c and b plus d both are belongs to R. Therefore, automatically x plus y belongs to C. It will become a complex number. Then the second property, associative. For this, we have to take three elements from C. X, Y and Z belongs to C. Then x is equal to a plus ib, y is equal to c plus id and z equal to e plus if, where a, b, c, d, e, f all belongs to R. Then x plus y plus z is equal to a plus ib plus c plus id plus e plus if, equal to a plus ib plus c plus e plus I into d plus f, equal to a plus c plus e plus I into b plus d plus f. Since usual addition is associative in R, then a plus c plus e plus I into b plus d plus f, which is equal to a plus c plus I into b plus d plus e plus if, equal to a plus ib plus c plus id plus e plus if, which is equal to x plus y plus z. Therefore, plus is associative in C. Third condition, identity. We are going to find a identity element E which satisfies the condition A star E equal to E star A equal to A. Let me start with an element X. Then X can be written as A plus IB, where A comma B belongs to R. Then A plus IB plus 0 plus I0 becomes A plus IB. Also 0 plus I0 plus A plus IB also equal to A plus IB. Therefore, the element 0, that is 0 plus I0 becomes the identity element for C. Next, fourth condition, inverse. Let us take an element x belongs to C, then x is equal to a plus ib, where a comma b belongs to R. Now I am going to choose an element which satisfies the condition a star a dash equal to a dash star a equal to e. Here a plus ib is our element. A plus ib plus minus a minus ib is equal to 0 plus I0, which is equal to e. Therefore, minus a minus ib becomes an inverse for a plus ib. Therefore, all the four conditions are satisfied. Hence, C is a group under usual addition. Example number 3. The set of all 2 by 2 matrices of the form A, B, C, D, where A, B, C, D belongs to R, is a group under matrix addition. Here, our set is set of all matrices. We are going to take 2 by 2 matrices whose elements are from R. Here the binary operation is the matrix addition. Now we are going to prove this G is a group under matrix addition. Let me start with the closure property. For this we have to choose two matrices from G. First matrix is A, B, C, D. Second matrix is E, F, G, H. Then the matrix addition. A, B, C, D plus the matrix E, F, G, H is equal to, the matrix addition is, we are going to add the corresponding entries in the matrices. Therefore, the matrix becomes A plus E, the first entry, and then B plus F, the second entry, C plus G, the third entry, and then D plus H, the fourth entry. Therefore, our matrix becomes the matrix A plus E, B plus F, C plus G, D plus H. This matrix also belongs to G. Therefore, the matrix addition becomes a binary operation on G, the set of our 2 by 2 matrices. Second condition, associative. For this, we have to choose 3 matrices from G. Let me name the matrices. Matrix A, B, C, D, and then matrix E, F, G, H, and then the matrix I, J, K, L. Matrix A, B, C, D plus matrix E, F, G, H plus the matrix I, J, K, L equal to, we write the first matrix as it is, plus, and then we have to add the second and third matrix. It will become the matrix E plus I, F plus J, G plus K, H plus L equal to, now we are going to add these two matrices. It will become A plus E plus I, B plus F plus J, C plus G plus K, D plus H plus L, which is equal to, here I am using the property plus is associative in R. Because the entries are from R, we are going to use the property plus is associative in R. Then we can write this one as, that is A plus E plus I can be written as A plus E plus I. Similarly, we can write B plus F plus J, C plus G plus K, D plus H plus L, which is equal to, then we are going to split the matrices. The first matrix become A plus E, B plus F, C plus G, D plus H, plus the second matrix is matrix I, J, K, L equal to, again we are going to split the first matrix. It becomes matrix A, B, C, D plus matrix E, F, G, H plus the matrix I, J, K, L. Therefore, we are proving that the matrix addition is associative. Next property, identity. Now we are going to find the matrix whose addition with the given matrix give you the result the given matrix. For this, I am taking the matrix as the matrix 0, 0, 0, 0. That is the 0 matrix. If we add the matrix A, B, C, D with the matrix 0, 0, 0, 0, then we get the answer, the matrix A, B, C, D. Therefore, the matrix 0, 0, 0, which is the identity element in G, that is a set of our matrices. Next condition, inverse. I am going to find the inverse for the given 2 by 2 matrix. I am taking the matrix as the matrix A, B, C, D. I am going to find the inverse element. The inverse matrix on addition with the given matrix will give you the answer, the identity matrix, which is 0, 0, 0. Then clearly the inverse matrix becomes matrix minus A, minus B, minus C, minus D. The matrix A, B, C, D plus the matrix minus A, minus B, minus C, minus D equal to the matrix 0, 0, 0, 0. Therefore, matrix minus A, minus B, minus C, minus D becomes the inverse for the given matrix A, B, C, D. Then this G satisfies all the four conditions. Therefore, the set of all 2 by 2 matrices under usual matrix addition becomes a group. Example 4. The set of all 2 by 2 non-singular matrices A, B, C, D, where A, B, C, D belongs to R, is a group under matrix multiplication. Here the set is set of all 2 by 2 matrices, that is A, B, C, D, is satisfy the condition non-singular. What's the meaning of non-singular? A matrix is non-singular if the determinant of the matrix becomes not equal to 0. That is, if the matrix is A, B, C, D, then its determinant is AD minus BC. Therefore, AD minus BC is not equal to 0, then the matrix ABCD is non-singular. And the binary operation star becomes matrix multiplication. Now we are going to prove this G is a group under matrix multiplication. For the first property, we have to choose two matrices from G. That is the matrix A, B, C, D, matrix E, F, G, H, where the chosen two matrices are non-singular. Therefore, the conditions are AD minus BC not equal to 0 and then EH minus GF not equal to 0. Now we are going to multiply these two matrices, matrix A, B, C, D and matrix E, F, G, H equal to the first row with the first column of the second matrix. Therefore, we are getting the first element as AE plus BG. Second element is AF plus BH. Third element is CE plus DG. Fourth one is CF plus DH. This is the matrix multiplication, whose entries are also belongs to R. Then Already AD minus BC not equal to 0 and EH minus GF not equal to 0. Now we are going to find the determinant of the multiplied matrix, that is determinant of AE plus BG, AF plus BH, CE plus DG, CF plus DH equal to AE plus BG into CF plus DH minus AF plus BH into CE plus DG. On simplification, we get the result EH into AD minus BC minus GF into AD minus BC, which is equal to AD minus BC into EH minus GF. These two elements are not equal to 0. Therefore, the product of these two elements is also not equal to 0. Therefore, the determinant of the multiplied matrix is not equal to 0. Therefore, the multiplied matrix belongs to G. Hence, the matrix multiplication becomes a binary operation on set of all 2 by 2 non-singular matrices. The second property is associative. For this, you have to choose three matrices. Let me name it as A, B and C. Let us start with A into BC. That is the matrix A, B, C, D into the matrix E, F, G, H into the matrix I, J, K, L. First, we are going to multiply the second and third matrices. A into BC equal to A, B, C, D into the matrix EI plus FK, EJ plus FL, GI plus HK, GJ plus HL equal to, now we are going to multiply the two matrices AEI plus AFK plus BGI plus BHK. Similarly, the other elements also we can find. Then we simplify this one as the matrix AE plus BG, AF plus BH, CE plus DG, CF plus DH into the matrix IJK into L. This is AB into C. On simplification, we get the result is same as A into BC. That is, the matrix AB into C is also equal to the matrix A into BC. Therefore, the matrix multiplication is associative. Next, the third property, identity. Here, we are going to find a identity element. That is a 2 by 2 non-singular matrix whose multiplication with the given matrix is equal to the given matrix. Let me take the matrices A, B, C into D. Now I am going to multiply this matrix with the matrix 1, 0, 0, 1 equal to A, B, C into D. Therefore, this matrix 1, 0, 0, 1 becomes the identity element. Also, this matrix is non-singular because the determinant of this matrix becomes 1. Therefore, the matrix 1, 0, 0, 1 belongs to G is the identity element. Next property, inverse. Let me start with a non-singular matrix, that is A, B, C, D, where AD minus BC not equal to 0. Now we are going to find the inverse element. We all know about the inverse of the matrix. A inverse is equal to 1 by determinant of A into adjoint of A. Here adjoint of A is the transpose of the cofactor matrix. Now using this formula, we can find the inverse of the matrix. That is, the given matrix is A, B, C, D, whose inverse becomes 1 by, the determinant is AD minus BC into adjoint of A. Adjoint of A becomes D. What is D? It is the cofactor of A. And then second entry minus B. It is the cofactor of C. And then third one minus C. It is the cofactor of B. Fourth one A. It is the cofactor of D. Therefore, our inverse matrix becomes 1 by AD minus BC into the matrix D minus B minus C A. This matrix becomes the inverse and it is also non-singular. Therefore, it belongs to G. Hence, we are finding the inverse for any non-singular matrices. Therefore, all the three conditions are satisfied by the set G. Therefore, G is a group under matrix multiplication. Then, example 5. N is not a group under usual addition. Here N is the set of all natural numbers. N equal to set of all 1, 2, 3, etc. Now we are going to prove this N is not a group under usual addition. Let me start with the very first property. The first property is closure. That is, usual addition is a binary operation in N. It is clearly usual addition becomes a binary operation in N because if you take two natural numbers, if you are going to add this natural number, we again get a natural number. Therefore, it will become a binary operation in N. And then second property, associative. That is usual addition. Always associative. Next comes the third property, identity. We are going to find an identity element. E belongs to N. That is, E is a natural number which satisfies the condition A star E equal to E star A equal to A. That is, here we are going to find the element x plus E equal to E plus X equal to X, where X belongs to N. X is a natural number. This condition is possible only when E equal to 0. That is, x plus 0 equal to 0 plus x equal to x. But that element 0 does not belong to N because N is the set of all natural number. It starts from 1. Therefore, the 0 does not belong to N. Then the identity element 0 does not exist in N. Therefore, N cannot contain the identity element. It does not satisfy the third property of the group. Therefore, this N cannot form a group. Hence, N is not a group under usual addition. Thank you.